You know that feeling, right? The phone buzzes. Your heart does a little backflip. You scramble to check it, and it's just an email, a coupon for socks. We've all been there. That dizzy, can't eat, can't sleep, can't think about anything else feeling when you first fall for someone. We call it love. We write songs about it. We make movies about it. But what if I told you that a big chunk of what we call falling in love is actually your brain getting chemically hijacked? That you're not just experiencing a beautiful emotion, you're, in a very real sense, going through a temporary, socially acceptable form of addiction. Yeah, love isn't just a feeling, it's a state of altered consciousness. And today we're going to break down exactly how it works. This isn't to make love seem less magical. Honestly, I think understanding the machinery makes it even more incredible. We're going to talk about the brain on love, why breakups feel like literal withdrawal, and how to tell if what you're in is healthy love or just a really compelling biochemical habit. So let's get into it. The addiction called love. First things first, let's meet the dealers. These are the chemicals your own brain is pumping out to keep you hooked. The first one is dopamine. This isn't the love chemical. That's a common mix-up. Dopamine is the I want more chemical. It's less about pleasure and more about the anticipation of a reward. It's what fuels craving. Think about it. Scrolling through someone's Instagram profile at 2 a.m., that's dopamine. Rewriting a text message 17 times hoping for the perfect response, dopamine. The giddy anxiety before a date, that's your dopamine system screaming, a potential reward is near, stay focused, pursue. It's the same circuit that lights up for a gambler pulling a slot machine lever. You're not sure of the payoff, but the chance is what's thrilling. When the text finally does come in with a heart emoji, jackpot, dopamine flood, and your brain immediately thinks, awesome, let's do all that stressful stuff again to get another hit. The next character in this drama is our old friend, cortisol, the stress hormone. Wait, stress in love? Absolutely. The early stages of intense attraction are stressful. The uncertainty, the obsession, the physical symptoms. Butterflies are basically just low-grade panic. This cortisol actually helps cement the memory of the person. Your brain goes, wow, this situation made my body have a big feeling. This must be super important. Remember everything about them. And then, to balance the stress, your brain brings in the soothing crew, oxytocin and vasopressin. These are the bonding chemicals. They promote attachment, trust, and that feeling of calm safety you get from cuddling or just being with someone who feels like home. They're the chemicals that try to turn that frantic dopamine chase into a stable, long-term partnership. So you've got this crazy cocktail, a dopamine-driven chase fueled by cortisol stress with the eventual goal of an oxytocin calm. It's a roller coaster your brain builds for itself. Now here's where it gets really interesting and a little dark. This system explains so much about why bad relationships can be so hard to leave. Have you ever had a friend, or maybe you've been this friend, who is in a clearly terrible on-again, off-again relationship? The kind where 80% of the time it's pure drama, but they keep going back and they always say, but the good times are so good. That right there is the addiction model in action. Psychologists call it intermittent reinforcement. It's the most powerful schedule for creating a compulsive behavior. It's not getting a reward every time. It's getting it randomly, unpredictably. If a slot machine paid out every single time, you'd get bored. If it never paid out, you'd give up. But if it pays out just sometimes, at random, you will stand there pulling that lever until your legs give out. You are glued to the machine. In a chaotic relationship, the reward, the affection, the sweet apology, the amazing makeup comes unpredictably. You're constantly in that dopamine-driven state of anticipation. Maybe this time it'll be different. Maybe this text will be the nice one. The rare moments of kindness are the jackpots that keep you playing a losing game. Your brain isn't reacting to the overall average of the relationship. It's addicted to the potential high of the next reward. That's not love. That's your neural circuitry being expertly, painfully manipulated. And then the breakup. If love is an addiction, a breakup is cold turkey withdrawal. People aren't being dramatic when they say a breakup feels like physical pain. Brain scans show that the same regions that light up when you experience physical pain, the anterior cingulate cortex, also light up during social rejection and heartbreak. Your brain is quite literally processing it as an injury. You lose your primary source of those feel-good chemicals. The dopamine hits stop. The oxytocin cuddles are gone. What's left? The cortisol stress system, now in overdrive, combined with a crash. This leads to the classic withdrawal symptoms: anxiety, depression, insomnia, obsessive thoughts, that's you trying to mentally get your fix, and even physical aches. You might feel literally sick. This is why the advice, just go no contact after a breakup, is actually brilliant neuroscience. Every time you check an ex's social media or reread old texts or drive past their street, you're giving your addiction a tiny teasing hit of dopamine. It's like an alcoholic just taking a little sniff of the bottle. It resets the withdrawal clock and prolongs the agony. True healing requires letting your brain chemistry detox and reset. So if this is all just brain chemistry, is love even real? Is it all just an illusion? Absolutely not. The chemistry is the mechanism, not the meaning. Think of it like this. A beautiful painting is, at a physical level, just canvas and pigment. But knowing it's made of oil and canvas doesn't make the Mona Lisa's smile less profound. It just helps us understand how it was created. The magic of human love is what we build on top of that initial chemical surge. The initial addiction phase, what we call limerence or infatuation, has a shelf life. It lasts maybe 6 to 18 months. Its biological job is to get two people to stick together long enough to do the real work. Real lasting love isn't about the frantic dopamine chase, it's a choice. It's the quiet, deep bond built on trust, shared values, mutual respect, and friendship. It's powered less by dopamine and more by steady oxytocin. It's the comfort of a silent car ride that isn't awkward. It's choosing to be kind when you're tired. It's seeing someone at their worst and still choosing to be there. The initial addiction gets you in the door, but you have to decide to stay and build a home. So how do you know the difference? Ask yourself, does this person bring me a sense of peace and expansion, or a sense of anxiety and obsession? Am I valued, or am I just being used to regulate someone else's emotions? Is the relationship consistently respectful, or is it a roller coaster of jackpots and despair? Your brain is built to get addicted to love. That's natural. But you have the prefrontal cortex, the wise adult part of your brain, for a reason. Its job is to look at the casino your limbic system is building and ask, but is this actually a good investment? Music swells gently, then begins to fade. Love is one of the most powerful experiences we get to have as humans. Understanding the science behind it doesn't rob it of its magic. It gives us the power to navigate it wisely, to enjoy the incredible, addictive ride of falling while making sure we land somewhere safe and soft and real. If this made you think about your own patterns, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your take. And if you want more of these deep dives into how your mind works, hit that subscribe button. We're just getting started. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay curious.